podcast. I am your host, G-Wise, and I got my co-hostess and my co-host in the building.
It's your girl, Black Rain, a.k.a. Rain the Queen.
Yes, sir. King Juan's here.
As usual, you already know what it is, man. We are back with another installment, and we're here to stimulate your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
but
sir.
to begin, how y'all week been?
What's today?
Today's Friday. I was actually saying, how was y'all weekend?
Word.
But you know what I'm saying? I
It's
caught
the
myself.
weekend.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, how was
It's
y'all
been
week?
chill,
How has
man.
it been going?
It's been chill.
Yeah.
Very blessed, you know.
What about you, man?
Yeah, you know, everything's good. You know, I just started a new job, so, you know, I'm
Okay.
trying to get to the bag. You
That
know,
paper,
that's all.
man.
That's
You know what
what's
I'm saying?
up.
That's what it is, man. But yo, we gonna hop right into it. We ain't gonna waste no time. So first topic of discussion, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. What we
Yeah.
got?
What experience have you guys had that has led you to the belief in the higher power? If you believe in the higher power. Let's talk about it.
Well, higher power in the sense of like religion or higher power.
No.
He doesn't have to be religious.
Yeah, not religious. You know.
I would say like higher power is like, you know, it could be like, you know, a mental thing. You know, it could be like a belief of like, you know, religion. It could be a belief of like something that you think about all the time. I would say higher power for me is just like, you know, being very spiritual, and people around you to create like a aura based kind of environment, you know, because anybody around them could see each other like, oh, this person has a great spirit, you know, has a great vibe, you know, who's not telling the person is like, oh, he's a pastor, or he's a cult leader, he's this person, I know, third, you know, he's not God, he's not this person, you know, but, you know, you believe in yourself and understand, like, you know, there's more to your level, you know, and understand that, you know, the level you at right now, there's more to it, but you can create more narratives for the higher power that you think yourself you believe in. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Ray?
So the question is, what event?
What experience have you had that has led to your belief in the higher power, if you believe in the higher power?
Yes, I definitely do believe in a higher power. I feel like I know for a fact that like I'm here because of something, some force that it's like I want to say it's like an invisible force. You know what I'm saying? You can't really see it, but you can definitely feel it at times. Right. So like certain experiences that I've had that's like kind of like been eye-opening. So let me say, so I do like vision boards and shit, and like I notice like shit just start happening.
What's a vision board?
So like, okay, so an example of a vision board, like say for instance you have like certain goals that you want to accomplish. You would go get like a fucking cardboard or whatever, like a poster or something like that. You can clip out certain things. So say for instance you want to manifest like a business, you'll go ahead and like get a picture, like if you have like the business idea, like you'll put like, so what I did is like I put my my brand name, you know what I'm saying?
What's your
Shameless
brand?
plug.
Talk about
You
it.
feel me?
How you pronounce that?
It's called Alternative, right?
Alternative.
But I put this on my vision board, right? I also put business plan, and that's currently what I'm working on. But I noticed like that a lot of things started to come into fruition, right? So like I was able to like register my business, you know what I'm saying? Whereas before I had this idea for like 4 years, you know, prior. And it's like when I made a vision board, like mad shit just like started falling into place. Like I put like, it was like the little Oscar man, you know, that you win and shit like that. I put a fucking a studio on there too. And last year I ended up in a movie, like randomly. You know what I'm saying?
You're in a movie?
I'm in a whole movie.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. I gotta check that out. Shit.
So so like, and we were in the Ironbound. So like they have like a studio in the Ironbound. So like a lot of people don't know that was like the first Hollywood. Like that was like the first Hollywood. Like Jersey has a lot of like dope ass history that a lot of people don't know about. But like there's a lot of old like studios that are still like up in that area. They have a whole like, it's a whole fucking building. Oh my god, that's nasty. Did y'all see that? No, okay, never mind.
Maybe they might see it.
They have like a whole like it was a studio and they have like different sets. So like every room that you went into was like staged differently. It was crazy. Anyway, so like back to the vision board. So I started doing vision boards and I just started noticing that certain things started like falling into place. Even like today, I got a call randomly and I put on my vision board work from home, right? Because that's what I'm trying to manifest, ultimately. And I got like a call randomly about like an opportunity to work from home. You feel me? And so I didn't make my vision board for 2022 yet, but this was from 2021 and it's still like manifesting like and there's other shit on there too. Also too, everything that I write down comes to fruition. I'm gonna just put it out there. It's something called scripting, right? You go ahead and you write shit out, like shit that you want to manifest, and you don't have to believe it. I swear to God, you don't have to believe it, but I believe it, and I've seen like miracles happen through that shit. Like there's like no other explanation but like a energy force that's working beyond us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That we can't see.
Right.
You feel me? So like that's like some of my experiences, but like literally the scripting part, like there's certain things that I've written and I dated it and I go back in this book and I look at it and I'm like, yo, this shit really happened. You know what I'm saying? It really happened. Like there's some shit that you could tap into. I'm gonna just say, but that's just some of the experiences that I've had. I don't want to take up too much time, but that's just some of the experiences.
Quick question, right? Do you think we all have a higher power in us that we don't really tap in?
I think that we are all connected to a higher power. I think that, in essence, because we're connected to that, like we are also like that higher power, but you have to see yourself like that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't see yourself like that, you can't, reap the benefits of like the greatness that's within you because you don't even believe that it's within you. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I see it. But I feel like some people choose to connect and then some people choose not to connect, so.
Yeah, but either way, you still are a part of. You derive from that main source. You know what I mean? Right. But yeah, like Lauryn Hill said, how you gonna win if you ain't right from within? So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be in tune with yourself.
Exactly.
So yeah, for me, it's basically like, throughout my whole life, like, even when I'm at my lowest, even if I meditate or I pray, if I'm going through something, it gets resolved. It might not get resolved when I want it to be resolved, but it eventually gets resolved, and it always happens. There's never been a time where I've been faced with a problem, and then I've reached from within, I prayed, I've meditated. That problem has always been solved for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's proof for me that there's a source beyond me, beyond my capabilities, that's working in my favor. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's how I know, like. There's a higher power out there. Yeah. That's how I feel about it.
That's dope.
So what's one thing, people seem to misunderstand about you guys?
Everything.
Ooh. Okay.
You say everything? So you gotta elaborate.
Like, no, like I got to the point where like I don't even try to like, I don't try to dim my light for people because I feel like I know that I shine bright. You know what I'm saying? And that can be intimidating to people. And I feel like for a long time in my life, like, because I'm aware of my power, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it makes people uncomfortable. And I'm aware that people are uncomfortable, right? So like, people can perceive me whatever way that they want to perceive me. But it's like, that's you know what I'm saying? That's not my fault to interject and like try to get you to see, oh no, I'm not this way, but I'm this way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty comfortable. It took some time for me to get comfortable in that because it's just like you start really like losing people because then it's just like, all right, now it's time to cut motherfuckers off because they can't get with the program. Right. So it's just like dimming my light. It's like, no, you know what I'm saying? And that's through like misunderstanding because like I know how some people may perceive me because like they're irritated by like my radiance. You feel me?
Talk your shit.
No, but it's real shit.
That's facts.
It's real shit.
Talk your shit.
I mean,
that's real. What about you, Juan?
I think for me, I would say that that people might misconstrue or misunderstood.
Misconstrue, yeah, misunderstand.
Yeah, because they might see like I'm too nice of a person.
I knew you was gonna see that shit.
You know, but at the end of the day, I have my own, you know, thought process that just because I don't show you that I'm sad or mad or whatever the case is, you feel me? Those emotions are still there. You know, I don't put it out there, but you know, nobody come and confront me like, oh, it's not good. But you know, when you smile all the time, you know, you got all your, you know, good energy everywhere, but they don't know if you're sad or nothing. Then nobody, you know, question like, oh, why this guy was happy? You know, those things is like, you know, it's misunderstood around me because nobody see me angry. Nobody see me, you know, doing anything irrational or something that's like, you know, out of place. Because if I do it, then I'm looking crazy.
They'll be like, oh, that's not one.
What happens to him? He was drinking a lot today, or he was doing this and that, there, you know, blah, blah, blah. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I might be going through something, and, you know, people don't really know, like, you know, just the smile is, you know, it could be a gimmick at times, you know. But, you know for people to understand me, you know, they would have to, like, you know me and understand, like, oh, something might be going on. Just because he's partying, you know, doing this and that third doesn't mean, like, you know, he doesn't have, like, you know, things that's going on in this system that, you know, he might need help with, you know, stuff like that. So a smile could be a smile because you might, you know, it's always to be, you know, loved and to be, you know, cherished of, like, you know, what you're doing. But people don't really, you know, think about me as like, oh, this nigga get angry all the time. He could beat somebody up, you know. You feel me?
That's
so
crazy.
it's like, you know, I'm just, you know, I keep it to myself, you know, and I just vibe on
knew you was gonna say that shit.
on my spirit, you know, that's all.
That's facts though. All right. Yeah, for me, piggyback. I was about to say, you know, some shit like around the same ballpark as you. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't get to see that angry side of me much. You know what I mean? Because I'm always laid back. I'm chilling. So people be like, you know, will you ever get angry and shit like that? But yeah, I just want to say, like, I got hands. You know what I'm saying? Don't push them buttons. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I got hands too, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
People be thinking I'm nice too until I'm not. Like, the fuck? You gotta let people know sometimes.
You gotta let them know.
And that's the thing, like, I feel like we be trying to, like, upkeep, like, this, like, happy-go-lucky type vibe or whatever to please other people. But, like, if you piss me off, you piss me off. And, like, I've gotten to the point where it's just, like, well, I've always been this way. My face is going to say, like, if I'm upset, like, I'm very good at keeping my composure because I don't like giving people the benefit of the doubt. But, like, if you get me to a level, like, it's just, I'll literally turn off, you know what I'm saying? And I'll make you really uncomfortable. And I like doing that now because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, that's what you get. Because there's some people, like, they'll try to take advantage of you because they think, oh, you're nice or you're this or you look a certain type of way.
No, that's real though. You know, I feel like that's a very powerful.
Like thing. I said, the men's podcast, we got hands, all right.
But facts though, like you know, that's a very powerful thing to be able to do. You know, keeping your composure and having control of your emotions. Yeah. Knowing when to, you know,
reacting over.
React, right. You know what I mean? That's a very powerful thing.
I'll just say, my best reaction is no reaction. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I know when people want me to react. Right. You know? And I like you. It's like a mind game at that point. It's like people will do things to piss you off.
Right.
And when you don't react, it makes them
even
pissed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It drives them crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
And that's pretty fun to see. I like it.
I love it. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yo, but yeah, let's switch gears a little bit, man. Let's play that game.
Oh, which one?
That 5-second rule.
Lord have mercy.
Y'all ready? Y'all up for that?
You ready? You got
I'm ready. I was born ready. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Do we have shots?
We got something.
I don't know. I mean, we got champagne. You got beer. There's scotch. I don't know. You got Jack. I don't know. Whatever y'all want to drink.
All right.
So Rain, you gonna go for
I didn't look, so you can go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah,
I think she's seen it.
I didn't see it. No.
Name 3 words that rhyme with end. Go.
Hold on, I didn't hear it. That rhyme with what?
End.
Ben, send, friend. Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, that was nice.
I think we gotta switch games because I think I heard that before.
No, you
No. He always saying that shit.
All right.
This one for you.
I'm just saying. I think I heard that before.
Okay. So, name 3 local places for Essex County. I'm sorry. Name 3 local places for a weekend vacation.
Miami, Los Angeles, New York.
Nigga, local.
Local.
Oh,
Gotta be within New Jersey.
Essex County. Your time's up.
what's local?
Around you.
Orange, West Orange.
That's why I said Essex County. He ain't gonna get that shit. Ain't nowhere.
Yeah.
The vacation.
For vacations over here,
around
local?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so for that. I mean, give him another one because that's
Alright, I'll
kinda
give you
like,
another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Name 3 jobs you can get in a shopping center.
Better get that shit.
Cook, host, server.
Fuck. You got that shit.
All right.
A shopping center?
What you mean? There's restaurants over there. It's all.
Yeah, but that was kind of cheating, nigga.
What
You
you
were
mean?
fucking
I'm not gonna be like customer service, right? No.
cashier.
I'm going to say what I worked in restaurant.
What? Alright, whatever.
You better not give me a hard one.
You want to read his?
Mm-hmm.
I better not give me a hard one.
Let me see. Oh, yes!
You know that one?
That's for him. Let's go. He ain't gonna
Name
get that
3
shit.
brand of makeup.
What the fuck? Sephora, Rihanna shit, and Kylie Jenner's shit.
What the fuck?
Take
I don't fucking know.
Take a shot, man.
L'Oreal, yep, because I'm worth it. Oh, you don't remember that song, Lollipop?
Man, I don't know nothing about no damn
I mean, lip
makeup.
gloss.
Well, I take a shot, man.
Yeah, take a shot.
That's, I don't think
That
that's
was
a shot,
two.
but
But you were right. Sephora is definitely a brand.
I knew that off top.
Fenty is Rihanna's, and then
That counts, bro.
Kylie Jenner Cosmetics. That's
Right.
But you said that Rihanna shit.
I know you got to know the name of the brand, man.
All right. So is that it, or are we gonna do another?
Nah, let's do another round.
Okay. So
You first round.
I won though. So
What that mean? You can't lose.
I'm a winner.
Name 3 things you buy for school.
Pencils, paper, notebook.
What?
But she be getting easy shit, bro.
No, that's not right.
Yeah.
Nigga, what the
3
fuck
things
you
buy for
mean?
school.
Paper.
Yeah.
Yes, nigga.
Why you buy paper for school? Can you buy a notebook?
To
Wait,
Notebooks
the
in a
paper's
paper.
already, paper's already in the notebook. You mean like what?
no, you can get the paper for the binder. Don't play with me.
Man. Yo, son.
Nah.
Alright, Juan.
Don't be mad because I'm smart.
Name 3 TV quizzes.
What?
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Quizzes.
Y'all niggas get
What's
those
quizzes?
fucked up answers.
Like a TV show?
Yeah.
Name 3
Wheel
TV
of Fortune.
quizzes.
I don't know.
Nah, that's not it.
How to become a millionaire? Is that? Does those count?
Nah, I don't think so.
Is that what they
You-
talking
Nah, I need
I do
another
want
one.
another
one,
No,
yeah.
not it.
Name 3 songs by Madonna.
I don't listen to
I
Madonna.
take that shot, boy.
Like a prayer.
I don't listen to them down.
No? Okay.
Take
Sorry.
that shot, boy. All right.
Go ahead.
Who's this for? This
Yeah.
for you?
No, it's for
Yeah,
fun.
it's me. Yeah, I be giving me some bullshit.
Name 3 German politicians.
Man, what the fuck?
Hitler.
Nigga, what the fuck? I ain't about to know that. Putin? I don't know, nigga.
Putin.
He's not
That
German, he's
nigga
Russian.
Russian, nigga.
I don't know no
Yeah.
German politicians. That shit don't fucking
Take
count.
a shot,
Nah,
nigga. It
it's
Yo,
counts.
fine.
see?
Nah, it's fine.
Last time I said we gonna give you another one, and you come on. Son.
Wait, what?
What you mean? You had some
What
bullshit
happened?
last time. I said give you another one. What the fuck is this?
Cause y'all don't fucking know history. Like y'all can't.
Fuck, you know,
Alright,
you know
alright,
three.
I'm
Hold
gonna
up,
give-
hold
I'm
up.
gonna give you another
You
one.
know 3 German politicians?
I'm gonna give
Nobody know that.
I'm
shit.
That
gonna give you
wasn't my
another one.
question.
I'm
That was
saying,
your question.
Nobody knows that shit.
Alright, I'm gonna give him another one.
Alright.
Who the fuck knows 3
Only one
German?
person.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna give you another one, okay? Name 3 brand of TVs.
Samsung. I'm gonna just take that shot.
Wow.
Come
So
on,
you
guys.
did all of that for no
Come on,
reason.
guys.
That's
I wanna give you
crazy.
a name.
Samsung.
Same song.
Samsung. Samsung, Panasonic.
Samsung.
Sony.
Sony, Panasonic.
That was easy.
Yeah. I mean, I was taking
Hey.
a shot anyway.
All right.
Know what I mean?
That was fun. I won.
Alright, yeah,
You got
won.
that one. This one.
Alright, yo, to make it make sense, topic of the day, our favorite topic of the day is death. What's the definition of death?
Definition of death.
Yeah. What is death to you? Like, How do you perceive death?
Death is a new beginning, rebirth. I don't think it's what we think it is, or what we've been conditioned to think that it is. Think of like nature, right? And like right now it's winter, right? So you know how like they're like it's the most wonderful time of the year. So it's like we're celebrating death, you know what I'm saying? Because literally everything's dead, right? So like the leaves are gone on the trees, right? But the crazy thing is the tree's still there, right? And in a couple of months, it's going to be born again in a way, you know what I'm saying? They're going to start to bloom. And that's just like how it's a cycle, you know what I'm saying? So when there's an end, there's also like a new beginning, right? That's how I feel about it. Like I feel like there's like a negative connotation like to death. And I think that if you really get into like spirituality, and even like, you know, some religions, like the concept is a little bit, it's not as gloomy, you know what I'm saying? So like, I know there's certain like, cultures that celebrate, you know, at like funerals, like they, like, it's like a celebration, it's like a party, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, okay, maybe your time here in the physical realm is like up, you know what I'm saying? So like your body is done up pretty much, you know? But I believe that we're so much more than just our bodies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we travel, like if you think about like the dream world, you know what I'm saying? Like we travel every night, whether you can remember it or not is you know, irrelevant. But like we leave our physical shell, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're physically somewhere else. Like it's real to you. Like all of your senses are activated. You ever wake up and you're like, oh shit, that dream felt real as fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Because it was.
Because it was. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like just like the way that we've been conditioned to see death, it's just like, oh, it's like so gloomy and shit. But I feel like if you really look at it, like it's you know, I don't want to say it's a beautiful thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
we wouldn't know.
I mean,
we didn't go through that.
You know what I'm saying?
In this right now, in this.
Yeah.
You know.
But I think it's not as like gloomy as people make it out to be. You know what I'm saying? I think that when we get so like caught up in that shit, like it's like because we're looking at life in general like from a very narrow like, you know, view. You know what I'm saying?
It might even be backwards. What if when you die, that's when you know, that's really the perk. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like
and
what
this is like this, you know. What would you call it? Like
hell?
The punishment,
like
you know, being alive, living. What if living or being alive?
Hell on earth?
Right. In the physical right now is like a punishment, or this is the hell, you know what I mean?
Right.
And when you die, that's when you get to reap the benefits of actually, you know.
Kind of like some people say that like even sometimes when we're awake, we're really sleeping, and when we're dreaming, we're really awake. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that concept too.
Right.
You know? Because you could do anything in your dreams too, especially if you have
no boundaries, no limitations, none.
Yeah, if you're having like a lucid dream.
I don't think you could do anything in your dreams.
No, you definitely can.
You could get your ass beat up in your dreams. You wake up with some bruises. You know, like what happened?
That's never happened to you?
I mean, that happens all the time.
Yeah. How do you explain that?
I'm a dreamer.
I remember I had a dream and I was fighting and shit or whatever. Like it was like some type of like Game of Thrones type shit. I'm fighting dragons and shit.
The fuck?
And then I wake up, I swear to God, and I look at my arm and I'm like, why the fuck? Like my arm is red. I'm like,
burnt?
Yeah, and then like I got like in a dream, like I was like hit on my arm. It was weird, you know.
What about you, Hans? What's your perception of death, man?
It's always a process of like understanding what like what living is and what dying is. For me, we all in the universe, we can't, you know, live forever unless we think about we're gonna live forever. But technically, that's not what it is. You know, we all got our times. Depending on like if a kid born yesterday and they could die yesterday because of tomorrow about their disease that they're born with. COVID could hit somebody. Anything that could anything about death is like something that, you know, we all believe, you know, like there's times where we don't know what goes on. You know, we don't know what God wants for us. We don't know why he takes us away or why he takes people at random times, you know. So stuff like that is always like iffy with death, because every day you pray, you know, you wake up to, you know, 12 better days, you know, stuff like that. Being worried about death is like something that's always gonna come. You just don't know. So the definition of death for me is just like a time frame of like your being. You know, your being could be tomorrow, it could be next year, 2 years from now. It's just like you gotta cherish what you have right now, and understand that, you know, death is not something that's like you should be scared about. You know, something that, you know, you gotta embrace. Is gonna come. It's gonna be in your mentals all the time. You know, don't be scared about it. Just live to your best possibly that you can. You know.
Y'all be talking about y'all don't want to get deep and shit, but y'all be asking fucking questions.
Nah, I mean, sometimes you definitely gotta do. The way I view death, I view death as part of, you know, as part of life, you know, and I view death as like a circular motion, like, you know, the saying that says, you know, once you die, you go back from which you came, you know, like they bury you. And then, like, I feel like us, you know, as being the natural people, the original people, you know, we use, you know, we're naturally herbivores. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We ain't even supposed to eat meat.
Not at all.
Shit, you know
We don't have claws and shit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We're not hunters, so,
Yeah.
you know, we're herbivores naturally, you know? That's why even when we eat meat, we always gotta put something on it. We gotta cook it, we gotta, you know what I mean?
Not everybody.
You can't eat no raw
Yeah,
meat.
not
You're not about to kill no chicken and just start eating
I
it.
seen
You gotta
videos of
cook,
that.
right?
People
Ooh.
that eat raw stuff.
Oh, no.
They different.
I ain't never seen no damn black people do that. I
Exactly.
was just saying that. Well, that's why I said the original people. You know what I'm saying? I can only speak for dying.
Well, we
But
know.
yeah, you know, like when you die, it's like, you know, they bury you. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like a circular motion. So we eat plants while we're living, and then like when we die, it's basically like we go in the ground. You know what I'm saying? It's like a circular motion. So it's like backwards. You know?
But to think of that, even like what you said about us being herbivores. So when you're eating meat, you're literally eating death.
That's what I'm saying, because that's not a natural state.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's something that I was literally thinking about that the other day, and I'm like,
I'm thinking, but the
something
thing is,
right.
it is so hard when you've been conditioned and you
Yeah.
was raised a certain way to unlearn that habit.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why,
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
if you notice a lot of kids, they'll be, like, picking at meat, like, when they're young, like, they
Right.
don't really,
Right,
they're
right.
not really fucking with
They
meat
don't
like
care for
that.
it like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's something that we definitely learned to do, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because we weren't, like, eating meat.
But that's what I'm saying. You see when black people cook, even when they're cooking meat, that's why they put so much seasoning. They try to add so much flavor to it because naturally we can't just kill and eat. Like we're not hunters. We're herbivores. So
Yeah.
it's not like you can just kill a goat or kill a chicken and just start eating it.
Right.
It has to go through a process for us
No,
to make.
we can't do that.
That's what I'm saying.
We'll die, literally. We'll get sick.
Exactly. So that's why even when we eat meat, we'll ask for a side of something with
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying? So it could taste better. We try to force ourselves to eat it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's the process of unlearning that habit of eating
Right.
meat. It's so hard. You know what I'm saying? That's why it takes a lot of discipline. You know what I'm saying? And it's our community. It's really like tearing us apart. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's something that we eventually gonna have to start doing.
Notice animals, they don't have to cook meat.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm
We the
saying?
only
Right.
motherfuckers
In
who
a
gotta
while, we're
cook
gonna
meat.
eat it.
Right, you couldn't force the animals that are herbivores. You can't force them to eat meat. They won't eat it.
Yeah.
It just won't. They just
Yeah.
won't do it.
Yeah.
Like you can't force a
giraffe.
horse
A
to eat
giraffe.
meat. Yeah, giraffe to eat. You couldn't force a lion to eat grass. They're not about to eat that shit. That's not their natural selection. Like that's
Exactly.
not what they do. But us, we've been conditioned to do that type of shit. We was raised a certain way.
That
you know what I'm
shit deep. That's
you know what I'm saying?
that's
To unlearn that habit, it's hard.
y'all ever eat meat and it smell like y'all smell like
Right,
the
that's what I'm
rawness
saying.
of it?
Yeah.
I think when you become more
Somebody like-
his
somebody
face,
like-
it's like,
Yo,
oh my God.
when you
I'm
think
over
about
here.
it,
I'm
bro.
over here like when I went to a restaurant, I ate some meat and it smelled like. What's going on now?
No, but pay attention. Even when you eating chicken, you like, yo, where the hot sauce at? Oh, when you whatever you eat, and you need a side of something. When you go to the restaurant, you need a side of mash, side of mac, side of you know what I mean, just to make sure like it tastes good. Something that I mean, it has to be cooked.
So you think I should be a vegetarian or something?
Man, it's
vegan, vegetarian.
You can be.
Pescatarian.
Hell no.
It's not hard.
I like my meat.
But I'm telling you, that's the process of unlearning that habit is hard.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of discipline, man.
It is hard.
I like my grill. I ain't gonna hold
Nah, but I'm telling you.
It's hard. But like, yeah, it's definitely not natural for us to eat, you know.
So we were saying we gotta unlearn
that habit.
Or even like just like really next time you eat meat, just try to be conscious of the taste. Like ask yourself, like, how does this really taste? Does this really taste good?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I find myself doing that, and I'm just eating because you know, like we eat to survive and shit. But it's just like,
You don't even think about what the animals that whatever meat you eat, what they went through. If you look at the documentaries of how they, the process, bro. I don't want to look
at that, mother. I don't know.
Like whatever state they were in, that's what you're taking in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because energy does transfer. So know that, like, if you're being hunted and killed, like you're most likely in distress.
Right.
So when you're eating that, that's what you're putting into your body. You're taking that energy from whatever animal that is.
So the whole food,
organic, it don't matter what.
Better?
No.
If it's meat, it's meat, bro.
Because it don't get hunted. They just sit in the.
Bro, if it's meat.
I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because they like they sit, they're happy. They get they getting great things to eat, pizza,
and then out of nowhere they probably give them a shot of something.
Chicken eating pizza.
I'm just saying, hopefully, I don't know what to think about what organic is.
Yeah, that process is very detrimental to our community, man. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna have to do better. You know what I'm saying? But yo, before we leave, any last words, guys?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's. But to go back on everybody that's like, have family members that's, going through a lot of things. Just, stay strong, we always going through a lot of things in life. So make sure, you got your best priorities involved on what you got going on. Don't be sad, it's a new year. Keep growing, keep understanding society and keep being great,
That's deep. I mean, I don't know if I want to eat meat now. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been thinking about it. Nah, I've done it.
I'm in the process right now. Shit.
I've been a pescatarian, and that's when you eat, like I was eating fish and shrimp, and I was like and that was cool. Like I did it for like a year and a half.
Yeah, crab soup, all that.
Yeah, but I wasn't really eating crab.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, fish and shrimp, and that was it. But it wasn't hard. I feel like, I just had to get over like some mental shit, you know. But once you start doing it and you're like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? You feel better.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know about meat.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
To be continued.
But yo, you know where you can find us, man. Make sure you follow us on the MIMS at the MIMS Podcast on IG, on YouTube at the MIMS Podcast. If you have any topics you'd like for us to discuss, make sure you hit us up in the DM or send us an email. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And on that note, we out.
Yes, sir, MIMS.